All right, y'all, welcome in. So this is group 2 twin flame reading. And the channeled song for this reading is Come Through by Her featuring Chris Brown. And what I wrote down that was a significant part in the lyrics that I felt for this was looking in it you cry and go crazy. If I could, I would take the pain away. Inhale, exhale, you expel what you've been doing to me. Fighting it off. You've been fighting me off for weeks. Don't leave me because I need you. So, I'm going to link that channeled song in the description, and we are going to pull for this second group of twin flames. Okay, so these are already pre-shuffled. 2. Okay, interesting combination as well, because the first one that came out was Yod 48, and that is represented by destiny. Okay, and then the second one is the 12th house, and it is escape 36. Okay, so let's go to the book and let's see what 48 is and destiny. So the quote, a person often meets his destiny on the road he looks to avoid. Okay. And this card is the Ace of Swords reversed. So it's destiny, doing things on your own, standing strong, making a difference. Okay. So then the 12th house, which is number 36. And I think what I'm going to start doing is I think I'm going to start breaking down also the meanings in the book when we get these cards. Because numbers really interest me, and the synchronicities, taking that even further to breaking down the number patterns of like what these cards represent. I'm looking into that, and that's kind of my next thing that I'm studying, and how that coexists. And so the 12th house 36, the quote is the lunatic, the lover, the poet are of imagination, all compact. That's William Shakespeare. Huh. And this card is represented by the 4 of Cups. So solitude, charity, begging, hospitalization, secret enemies, visions, stuff like that. So it's kind of like the Yod is almost saying with destiny, it's like the destiny that you don't want to accept. And with the 12th house, it's saying like one of the counterparts of this twin flame are both, because a lot of times twin flame relationships mirror each other. So those are like shadow sides that each party has to heal. So escape, it's like this was an escape. It was telling me to pull one more. It's like an escape of destiny and this twin flame relationship dynamic. Okay. So then we have Sagittarius, which is number 21, and that's IC. And then we have the moon, which is also the soul. Okay. And in tarot, the moon card is about like illusions and like stuff like that. So in the book here, it says the quote, all things must come to the soul from its roots, from where it is planted. This card, I just assume would be represented by the moon card in tarot, but it is not. The corresponding card is the high priestess. So it's dreams, the soul, the dark night of the soul, memory, past, wisdom, shelter, deep love. So in this situation, it's Spirit is saying like, I see the depths of my soul. I see how in the past I've escaped the destiny of this twin flame connection. And with this song, this come through song, it's like, if you listen to it, obviously it's going to resonate in your own story. But it's almost like the lustful passion that builds up. But in this specific twin flame group, it's like, this is what has caused the problems of the past, not coming forward with transparency and honesty and understanding. This whole like come through, slide in my DMs, like that kind of thing. Like that is not what this twin flame dynamic needs, because this is something that is what's needed to be healed this whole time. You know, it's not just like a come through type of relationship at this point. It's not a just hang out type of relationship at this point. This is the one of the lessons that need to be learned in this specific twin flame dynamic, that it's more than just lust and passion, that there's more to a twin flame journey than just that. The twin flame journey is about healing each counterpart, so when they do come together and they come back to this place of home, that there is total transparency and honesty and forgiveness and releasing everything from the past that has caused these negative cycles to occur. Okay? So we're going to pull some of these romance oracles. Okay. So, right. So this song is like, to me, like a flirt song. You should come through tonight. I'm chilling on the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's flirty, it's mysterious, it's like this passion of, you know, the Sagittarius energy with that being a fire element. And it's telling you, oh, pay attention to red flags. These are things in the past that has caused this divide in this specific twin flame relationship. Then we have, forgiving and learning. And that's what it's telling you. That's what's so crucial in this specific group of twin flames. Ivan, this is what is extremely specific about this specific twin flame bond, is like the forgiving and the learning and coming from the highest point of view. Like this says, as you release and heal your past, you experience more love in your present moments. So like when you're releasing all of these cycles and patterns that have caused nothing but chaos and destruction in the past, like needing to express love, needing to be truthful and honest about feelings in this situation, because this twin flame connection bond could be the one, but it's all of this other extra stuff that always seems to overtake the lustfulness and not thinking logically about this situation. That's what has caused this escape from the destiny of this twin flame relationship coming together. Let me pull some of these. Turbulence, right? So it says the mind is murky in rough waters. So when the only focus that is on your mind when it comes to this twin flame relationship is like how fast that we can just be together and we can just come together as humans and have this, you know, 3D experience, when you're not coming from your highest place of thinking, when you haven't healed the things that need to be healed in this specific twin flame relationship, that is when this turbulence comes into play. That is when, you know, people start turning against your relationship. You feel like that you're fighting everybody around you for this connection. And it's like, there's needs to be a time for a recharge in this situation. After the turbulence happens, there needs to be a time for a recharge and kind of looking at the bigger picture of this situation and being like, you know what? I cannot continue these same cycles because it's not doing this relationship, this twin flame dynamic, any good. We're not taking the time to heal our shadows of the past. We're keeping all that stuff built up, and that's why it can never make it to the finish line, because the tasks are not being completed in this dynamic. That's why you need to go with the flow. You need to meditate. You need to be determined. You need to have ambition. And most importantly, you need to dive. It says you can't find pearls on the seashore. If you do not express your love, if you are not able to be honest, if you're able to not forgive and learn, then this specific group of twin flames is not going to be able to have a healthy dynamic, because in twin flame relationships, when both counterparts heal the things that they need to heal and throw the ego out of the way and not operate from a place of anger from things in our past that we cannot control, if we're constantly coming forward to this relationship, that's a codependency. Because you're being codependent on the situation just being the same every time. You want the situation to be different. You want there to be growth. You want the ability to be able to come together and really have these conversations about why this connection has been a staple or a forefront of your life. You know, you clicked on this reading because it said twin flame. You know that what your specific twin flame journey is. You know that you're either going to continue on this twin flame path or you're going to choose to not continue on this twin flame path. And if one or the other or both counterparts are not willing to put in the work, that is when spirit will move you into a different direction. Bring somebody into your life that is going to respect you. Maybe not specifically your twin flame counterpart, but somebody that is going to fulfill you. Somebody who is going to come forward from a place of growth and respect and honesty, and leaving all of this lustful negativity in the past and moving forward for this connection. So we have, what did I say about passion? This specific read here is about passion, and it's about like the determination to come forward as quick as possible. Like, let's meet up, come through, hang out. I don't go out much, come through and chill at my house. Like, this is passion when it comes in 1313 on the screen when I said that. This is passion in this relationship, but there still is obstacles that have to be healed. And it says, notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So if the divine is guiding you to heal these shadows, to not come forward into this specific dynamic as like, we're just going to kick it, we're just going to hang out, we're going to chill, and everything's going to be fine. We're not going to talk about the things that need to be talked about. We're not going to heal the things that need to be talked about. It'll never work. It'll never change. It'll stay the same. And for years and years and years, you will beat yourself up about why it hasn't changed. But if each counterpart come together after a healing and a forgiving and dropping the ego, that is why twin flame connections and journeys are so much more meaningful, because you've both chosen to work on yourselves to be better for each other. You've healed all that to come together to be great for this destiny. Okay, so then we have remember who you are. You are powerful, loving, and a creative child of God. You are very loved. Spirit and our guides truly know the deepest parts of us that we don't express. when you're on a spiritual journey, it's almost like you feel like you're so vulnerable. Like you feel like you're just like putting yourself out there and you're like doing all these new things, because that's what happens with growth. You're doing all these new things and it's like sometimes you're like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing this the right way? Nobody's noticing that I'm doing better. Nobody's acknowledging that I'm doing better. And that's when spirit takes you back to your center and it's like, this is your journey. This is about your growth. This is about letting everything else roll off your shoulders, because you have to come from your highest place. So your counterpart, whether that be a divine masculine or whether that be a divine feminine, your counterpart can feel you energetically being strong and confident and coming forward with determination, taking that time to meditate and calm and still your mind, going with the flow. When you're operating from that point, your divine counterpart is able to do the same. Okay? So look up that song. I'm going to put it in the description box below. I did do a reading before this with a channeled song from Neo, also a twin flame reading. You may resonate with this reading. You may resonate with 2 of the readings, or you may resonate with all 3. It really is just your journey and how you feel and how this resonates with you. Make sure to listen to the song, and until next time, peace and namaste.